Good afternoon, everybody. So I'm back again today. I know I'm a bit late, so don't worry about that. But I'm quarantining at my home since I'm in St. Lucia, so that's why I don't have to come on in the morning. But today gonna be a little bit free up and stuff. I have a guest with me. Well, it will be a guest to you, but it's not my guest. Okay. It's my sister from St. Lucia. Yes, she's with us today, and we're just gonna share on how we meet and stuff and whatever, because sometimes God join people together for different reasons and purpose and so on and so forth, and I'm happy to have her there. So please bear with her. She's a bit shy, she's a bit nervous, okay? And yeah, that's just me. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe on Facebook when I upload it on Facebook. Okay, so my beautiful sister.
Hello.
So come on in, everybody. Good afternoon to you from your sister, your friend, your mother, your counselor. That's me right here. Come. Because I have somebody in the house with me today. That's my sister, yo. My sister. That's my sister from the island of St. Lucia. Okay, so in my previous videos, if you check, I was saying the triple J's, or I'm saying my adopted father, I'm saying my adopted parents, I'm saying my sister, and so this is my sister, everybody, the one I'm always talking about, the one and only child of my adopted parents. And that's where I come in 3 years ago. So there's two of us, two girls. Yes, they love and appreciate us very much. So this is my sister. Introduce yourself, sister.
Well, my name is Janet Joseph, and I'm from the beautiful island of St. Lucia, 758. You already know? Yes. Back to Lucia.
You see, guys, I told you she's nervous, she's shy. So bear with her, okay? Leave positive comments. Anyway, her and my sister, her name is Janet Joseph. So we have a thing in our family, right? So while I'm in St. Lucia, I'm a John Baptist, but while I'm in St. Lucia, I'm also a Joseph, right?
Yes.
That's what daddy say. So I'm a Joseph, right? In St. Lucia. So this is my sister. I'm not telling you her age. She's younger than 19, okay? And she's not available. Anyway, we're just playing today. We're just having fun, okay? And she's multi-talented. She sings as well. She's a worship leader at church as well. She dances, right? All that too. She does makeup. Oh my God! If you see some of my pictures and you see my makeup, well done. Just know. It's that goddess right here. And when she puts on makeup, she looks extra beautiful as well as me. You understand? We look naturally beautiful. Imagine she went natural because I'm natural.
Yes, that's
okay. True. But all you can't see the hair. You understand? Because
it's not combed.
It's not properly combed. Okay? So we just came out from town having a relaxing day. We bought some goodies, some KFC as well. I said, okay. Since I don't know what to talk about today, I told her, sis, why don't you just come on the live and let's just talk about our story and how we meet. Because we believe that we coming together was a divine connection. You understand?
Right.
You see her smile. She has a beautiful smile as well. Okay. And we coming together was like a beautiful divine connection all together, all in one. You understand? So we're gonna tell a story. So should I tell a story because it was in my home country, or should you start?
I think I should start.
Okay, she's gonna start. Yeah. So be nice. She's a bit shy, okay? So this is my
Anita will give the detail, because memory not good.
Because it was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was 3 years ago. So I met this lovely chica at 2017 You first. Give it up for you first. Yes, it was beautiful.
In my country, though. In my
Yes,
country.
in Dominica. She was my dorm leader. Of course.
Thea was the dorm leader.
But you were part of it, though.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
As part of the committee and
She
stuff.
was part of the committee and stuff. So I arrived in Dominica. Dominica is a beautiful island, by the way. Very beautiful. And sis came to pick us up, all the St. Lucians, on the airport. So when I arrived, I was the only one that was not counted.
So I actually thought that she was not present.
Yes, so I didn't really exist until
The second week.
the second week.
And
Yeah.
the funny thing is, she was in my dorm. We were in the same dorm.
In the same dorm.
But the funny thing is, I was not sleeping in the dorm because I was one of the people who planned and so on. So
Sadly.
I was sleeping downstairs next to the kitchen with my youth leader. You understand, two of us was downstairs. So we never really got a time to interact and so on and so forth. You can continue, sister.
So she was constantly coming and popping up into the dorm, but we never really met her. She was coming early in the morning, like for devotions and stuff, but we didn't really get to know her until the second week, where she met my friend Sandy.
Big up to Sandy one
Big
time.
up to Sandy,
Love
yes.
you, girl.
And I think Sandy was sick, or she was not feeling well at that time.
She was sick.
Yeah, she was sick. And she went to take breakfast. The kind person that she is, she went to take breakfast for Sandy. So she asked me if I wanted breakfast. Now, I will not turn down breakfast. Free food that I don't have to get from a line of 200 and something people. Not at all. So she went to take breakfast for me, and we became friends ever since. Well, sisters. It's official.
It's official. The bond cannot be broken. Okay?
Not at all, huh? It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So tell them about the 3 years. Tell them
So
about
the
Maria
3
or
years
something.
Okay, fast forward. So we developed like a great bond at camp. We went out to the
Botanical Garden.
the botanical gardens. We spent time together. It was beautiful. I met up people, her parents. She told her friends about me. As important. And
VIP.
and we took numbers. We exchanged numbers.
And let me tell you a secret. She was harassing me every day.
Oh, don't tell the people harassing you.
Okay. She was harassing me. But she was texting
But
her sister
I was
every day.
concerned because, I developed a lovely bond. So I wanted to continue talking. You understand?
Yeah.
Right.
And she, knowing that she's the only child, she got an elder sibling. So, you have to keep in constant contact with your sister. You understand?
Yes. So fast forward, everything was going great. We used to talk to each other all the time when she was at work. And fast forward to September 18th.
Yeah.
That was when
2017.
hell broke loose in 2017. So we were told we would have Hurricane Maria, sadly, and it was a category 5.
They said category 5, but I believe it was a category 20.
Oh boy, it was though. It was, and what happened after that? I messaged her that morning.
We were actually talking. We actually spoke before she left for school and after she came home from school. That was typically us every day.
Like it was every day, and then when I was told it was going to hit, like when it was on its way.
So we were speaking, I think, that afternoon, and about 3ish, 4ish, she told me she have homework to go and do. So I told her, go and do her homework, and she messaged me after.
Yes, and then I messaged her, and guess what I got? 1 tick. Meaning she was nowhere to be found. She did not have any access to Wi-Fi. So me being the anxious person that I am, I was freaking out because I didn't hear from her. I didn't know where she was. I was telling my parents, y'all pray for Lucia, pray for Lucia. I have not seen her. I haven't heard from her.
She's saying that like that in front of the camera, but she was acting worse, okay?
It was terrible. It was a terrible time until I got in touch with her. What was like
3 weeks or 4 weeks after?
4 weeks after. Imagine all the 3 and 4 weeks of just not knowing what is wrong with her, because like we heard it was a very destructive hurricane and stuff. Hey, I don't want my sister dying just cause in Hurricane Maria, not at all. So we heard from her, and yeah, we told her, sis, like, you need to come, you understand, because things were really bad out there. It was really destructive, as I said. And so she came and she stayed with me.
So 2 weeks vacation become 3 years.
It was supposed to be 2 weeks.
Because of her.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to say about the 3 years?
The 3 years, well, the 3 years have been tough, you understand? Because I will not lie, we have had challenges throughout the 3 years. No friendship or any relationship is perfect, I would consider. But she's still one of the most dearest persons to me. Like, she's practically family. And I hope that we'll continue to grow together, continue to love each other, continue to... Why watch me like that? Continue to just grow together and experience stuff together and make this friendship last. Well, this sistership, because
this sistership
family.
Yeah.
So
here's a version of 3 years. So folks, let me tell you, I have a fantastic sister, right?
Aww.
I have a biological sister by birth. She's in her 30s. She have a niece for me. I love them dearly. But being the last one in our family, I always wanted a younger sibling, you know? And I prayed about it. But when I was old enough, my mom told me why I could not have younger siblings and so on. So I always, because of I love my siblings. Oh, guys, I love you, okay? I love you a lot. You see my eldest brother, Leroy Peters, and Mala Peters, and Roger Baptist. I love my siblings, okay? Just as much as I love this one God gave to me, okay? So, I always wanted that younger sibling because my 3 older siblings, our age are so far apart. So there are certain things we don't actually talk about. You understand? So I wanted that younger sibling, you know, to talk about any and anything, be it spiritual, emotional, physical, all of these. All of these, you understand? And here come 2017, booming, bum, bada, bam, bam. You understand? July 17th. Okay, she said about becoming collected to the poor, whatever. So, 2 weeks have come. Two weeks. And the first week, I just don't notice this girl. You understand? But all the time I'm coming to devotions, I'm looking around. And can you imagine, half of the dome was just full with solutions. Half of the domes, right?
Yeah.
Was full of solutions. And I really might come devotions. I'm watching everybody. Then my eyes caught this one. I'm like, hey, this girl really have nice eyes, eh? look.
What was?
Look at her eyes.
I don't think it's this.
You can't see it, but it's nice and kind of light brown, right?
Yeah.
So I say, hey, she have nice eyes. At first I say nice eyes like that, but I really didn't take notice of it. You understand? So, the second week, our friend fell ill, right? And then, as she said, I offered to take breakfast for her because I asked our friend if you mind her friend will let me take breakfast for her. So, apparently, God orchestrated that. So, God had to make me become friends with our friend so that we could be friends and now be actual sisters. You understand? And say okay. While I'm stepping out the door, boom, here she comes. And knowing her, you see the smile. She was smiling more before. I'm just kidding. She's still smiling now these days, and she's just smiling. I'm holding her plate in my hand, like, do you mind I take breakfast for you? Because I'm wondering, like, oh my god, what she's going to say. So knowing her, she liked food. She didn't pass it. She didn't pass it up. Not any food, Not any food. But she liked food. from that day on, I was the one to go and get food. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, just name it. Because she would not go and stand up in the line, folks. She would not stand up in the line and go and take food. I didn't have a problem in doing it. So that kind of drew us closer together. We became friends and then we exchanged numbers. And the Friday I was leaving, I introduced her to half of my family. They loved her as much as I love her. You understand? And then fast forward, she went back to school. No, she had summer.
The remaining of August.
Summer, the remaining of August, and I had work. We spoke practically every day. Every day, God make we spoke. Okay? Even when I tell her, but sister, I'm in work. She don't care. Huh? She messaging her sister anyway. Right? So she knew my whereabouts from time. But you see when September 18th hit, when it struck the island, Hurricane Maria, it seemed like Hurricane Maria had to come for me to be where I am today. Okay? And so we are here. Hurricane Maria came. And I'm in Dominica like, oh my God, this is happening now. And my sister said she was going to call me back. And I think she... But fast forward, after Hurricane Maria, I kind of lost my mind. I couldn't recollect certain things. So, while she was having a hard time here, I was having a hard time in Dominica as well, you understand? And when I regained my senses and stuff, I'm like, oh my God, I need to get in contact with my sister because I think she's going crazy, which was true. She don't tell you everything in details.
Not at all.
Which was true. She was going insane because she's like, oh my God, God just give me a sister. I don't want her to die. You understand? She needs me. You understand? So the friend that fell sick told me to come up, you know, for like a vacation, 2 weeks to get my mind off things. So I told her I was coming up, but I didn't tell her exactly when I was coming up. But I came up around Creole time. And can you imagine, during the summer, we were planning for me to come up around the same time. And it just so happened, Maria came and ended up coming up the same time. So that day we were in town. I went to town and I was by a lady in church. We call her Lucia. And I saw her passing. I'm like, Sally, that's not Johnny. That's not Johnny. That's not Johnny. And lo and behold, it was her. When she saw me, her smile was from up here to up here because she didn't know when exactly I was coming. So she was happy, she was excited, and she's like, sister, you have to come by me, you have to come by me. So fast forward, I came by her for 2 weeks. I surprised her though, before she went to States. And then her parents, well, our parents, I don't say her parents these days, our parents took me in as their daughter. Nothing can change that now because they made a vow. Each parents made a vow. My parents make a vow, my parents make a vow. You understand? To take care of me. You understand? To have me as their own. You understand? So we developed a nice father-daughter bond, mother-daughter bond. We already had our bond. It just growing every day. Every day. So thick and thin. Oh Lord Jesus, help me, Lord. Grace and mercy. So she's not trouble, okay? She's not trouble. We just have our tough times, okay? So fast forward 3 years now. We have been sisters to each other.
3 years.
Remember, yeah, 2 weeks vacation. 2 weeks vacation, now it's 3 years. So we have had our challenges like many other families we have. Not because you might be adopted, you think your adopted family will be perfect. We are not perfect, okay? And yes, everybody knows that my adopted father is a pastor. Yeah, but please don't classify us as PKs. Okay? We are just Janet Joseph and I'm Anicia John Baptist Joseph. Okay, we are normal kids. I'm maybe 25 and she's younger than 19, so she's not available. So she's hiding. But even if our mom and our dad is strict on us, of course, but we still have our leeway now and then. But for the past 3 years, she has been an awesome sister. She has been my rock. She has strengthened me over the years because knowing of Maria and then leaving home and so on, it was a hard time for me, but she always stood by my side. I make sure I'm always happy and vice versa. I'm not saying that we never had our struggles, right? So for all you siblings out there, it doesn't make sense not to talk to your sister or your brother. You
That's true.
understand? You always have to have love. The Bible says love covers a multitude of sins. Okay? No matter what she does in this lifetime, I always tell her I will not be disappointed with her. You understand? I will tell her I love her no matter what she does, right? No matter what she does. And because of the love of God that is generating inside of me, she might steal the money. Not that she steal it, but she might take the money. And just give an example. She might take the money and I'll not be so hard on her. On her?
I don't steal.
She don't steal. She don't steal. I'm just giving an example, but she don't steal. I'm not saying she's the perfect younger sister because I'm not the perfect older sister. There are times I may get on her last nerves
And I get on hers.
and she get on my last nerves, okay? On my last nerves.
Okay, we get it. Okay, all right, okay.
She might get on my nerve, but because of the love that I have for her, sometimes by the time the day ends, we are back talking to each other. Sometimes I just want to pull a fast one and be like, I'm going to be vexed with you for a day or two. See her face. I'm going to be vexed with her for a day or two. But it cannot work, okay? Because of the love, the support we have been to each other for the past 3 years. So you all siblings need to fix all yourself up, okay? Because in this world, you cannot do without your siblings. Because your siblings supposed to be like your first friends, your first best friend. That's my diary, by the way. So you got to fix, yeah, and I'm her. So you got to fix that. So if you have any like a thing, that thing about sister not talking to sister for how many years? All you grew up in all your adult life and only say talking, brother talking to sister. What is that?
No sense.
Makes no sense. And daddy have a thing these days. You are talking to each other, we putting you on probation. Straight so. Daddy say, all you have to fix about yourself, I'm not going to hear about all you're not talking, or else I put in both of you on probation. And we ain't like probation, okay? So we try our best to always work it out. The best thing is work it out. Don't make 2, 3, 4 weeks pass on it and you don't work it out, because then that will be a struggle. So if she makes me mad or I make her vex or whatever, the whole day we might stay mad at each other, but we're not making the weekend and we are fixing it, because we have a thing called sister syndrome. I don't like sister syndrome.
Yes, it's a sickness.
It's a sickness that we don't like to develop so often.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's why you stay away from each other for a long time.
Because you say you're mad at each other,
Yeah,
right?
so you have sister syndrome.
So you have sister syndrome. I don't like sister syndrome.
Me neither.
It don't work. It feels almost like GP, if you know what GP means. Yeah. So it feels like that, okay? So you gotta fix all yourself, okay? Having a sibling is very nice, as you can see. A younger one too, an older one too. Sometimes there'll be on competition who have the best sister.
True. I do though.
Don't
No,
start.
I do.
Don't start.
I do.
I have the best sister, okay? I have the best sister. Okay. So anything else you want to say to them? Concerning sisters, siblings, at least encourage them, say something.
Encourage. Okay, so I would just like all of you to appreciate your siblings. I mean, before I had Anicia, I was an only child, and it's okay. It has perks there because people will say you're spoiled and you get.
She's not spoiled. She's overloved.
Overloved.
So now that she has an older sister, all her inheritances have to go to her. Now we have to share.
True. So I would just like to appreciate your siblings, because it can get really lonely being an only child. And I always used to say that, like, I really want siblings. I want somebody to talk to. I want to have nieces and nephews. I could not have that. But now I have one, and I would really like you to appreciate yours. Yeah, so I have to say.
So this is definitely a divine connection here.
Ordained by the Lord.
Ordained by the Lord. So the Lord orchestrated everything. So you might say, oh, God didn't have to send Maria and whatever for you, whatever. But God had to send Maria for us, so we could be there with each other, because she's a gem that God gave to me, a jewel that I cannot do without. You understand? I just cannot do that, and she cannot do without me. Every time I say I'm escaping, I'm going, she's like,
I cry.
She cried. Can you imagine? I had the opportunity to go home, and it's like it wasn't going well with her. So I just stay. And then that's not the only reason. It's spiritual reasons as well, you understand? God placed me in her life for a reason and a purpose. And until that end complete, until it's not accomplished or finished as yet, I cannot move. I cannot move on with life. And even if I move on with life, no matter where I go, I tell her no matter where I go, I'll still be her sister. So she can call me anytime she wants. So I can go in Hawaii.
Right, Hawaii.
Not right, Hawaii. Just an example. I'll always be her sister, no matter where the Lord take me. Because I know for a fact the ministry that God has placed on my life, it will not keep me in one place. Okay? So no matter where I go, I'll still be her sister. She'll still be my gem. She'll still be my everything, my heartbeat. That's just me. You understand? I like to make her feel special because
she does it.
Because she's special to me, okay? Just like how she's special. Special as my family back home. She's special to me here because God bless me for spiritual family. I cannot do without them. You understand? That's my mama, that's my daddy. You understand? And their daughter. That's just how we roll. You understand? Right? So folks, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you like another video of my sister, she'll be available. And don't forget, she's a makeup artist, So ladies, if you want to get hooked up, you know where to find me, okay? So I can get her, because we don't live far from each other. Look my house, the street,
right
home.
After. Yeah.
So I have two homes. My home, street, home. Right. So I can easily find her. So if you go on my page, The Truth, I uploaded a photo of me there. You will see the makeup done by her. Yeah, she's very talented, folks. You want to give them a little piece?
Yeah, a little piece. I didn't prepare.
She can sing as well as me. You don't want to give them a closing song? A cappella.
You have to sing with me though.
What we singing?
Thanks. I don't know. God, I don't know what to say.
Oh, what is our favorite song? Our favorite worship song, the long time song. The more I seek you. Okay. So we're just gonna close with that song. A little rendition. So thank you for watching us today. I'll be uploading it on YouTube, so don't forget to go like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Okay, while we give you that closing rendition. The more I seek you, the more I find you. The more I find you, the more I love you. I wanna sit at your feet, drink from the cup in your hands, lay back against you and breathe, feel your heartbeat. This love is so deep, it's more than I can stand. I'll melt in your peace, it's overwhelming. Bye, guys. Love you
Bye.
all.